Hi Leo, welcome. This is your October 2023 general reading. Thanks for joining me. My name's Michelle and this is for Sun and Rising signs. For my cross-watchers out there, this is meant for the sign that I'm reading for, so just keep that in mind. It may not resonate. So for my Sun and Rising Leos out there, this reading is for you. I'm leaving it completely open to spirit in terms of the messages that come through. So let's see, I'll be channeling this reading for you, Leo, for the month of October. For my lions out there, for Leo, what is going on for Leo during the Halloween month? Okay. Leo, if you wouldn't mind pressing that thumbs up button while you wait for me to put the cards down, I'd be appreciative. Thank you for all of your likes, your shares, your subscribes. I really do appreciate it, and if you're a newcomer, please do subscribe. I'd love to have you. Alright, let's see what's going on for my lovely Leos out there. For the month of October for Leo, what is going on for Leo, please, Spirit? For Leo. Oh, we've got Artemis. There's independence here, freedom. Okay. There's wildness here. I get an energy of a wild spirit. I love it. I love the energy. It's very much like, for those of you who resonate with a moon maiden or a Diana, it's very much that kind of energy. Now let's have a look at the shadow energy that surrounds you for Halloween month for October for Leo. Please show me the energy that surrounds Leo for the month of October, please, Spirit. For October, Peter Pan. Now, this is not gender specific, so you could resonate as Peter Pan and be male or female, okay? But Peter Pan is a very childlike energy. It's someone who doesn't want to grow up. There's freedom here, there's adventure. You know, I think of Peter Pan as somebody who is very much like a fool. The fool card, it's a fool-like energy. Okay, again, I get a wild spirit, free spirit. Who we all are, I feel, as who we're all born into, what we're born to be, is wild and free. It's the way that we brought up and conditioned that controls us, that manages that energy. But this is beautiful. I like this. This feels like young at heart. You know, it doesn't matter what your actual age is. Let's get the outcome here for you, Leo, for the month. Somebody who refuses to grow up. The energy is gaining momentum. Wow, yeah. This is good. There's excitement here. There's anticipation. Let's see. Hello, we've got rebirth. The Eight of Cups. So where are you headed, Leo? It looks like you've reawakened your inner child. Yeah. I think that there's choice ahead of you. I do get choice. You know, that being wild of spirit is a beautiful energy, but it can lead us, if we're not careful, down a path that could be problematic. So there will be choice up ahead for you. But one thing's for certain, there's an energy here of you deciding to reinvent yourself. Like it's time. For some of you, you may have been at a crossroads for a little while, been thinking about whether or not you wanted to stay in a particular job or stay in a particular place or stay in a particular relationship, and it seems to me like you've decided to free yourself of something here. Okay, now around you we've got the Five of Wands. There's people around you that want to that conflict with you. Their idea of what and who you should be is conflicting with your current energy. You need to be this, Leo, you need to be that. So there's drama around you. Somebody's wielding a big heavy stick here. They are, but I feel that you're taking up your own stick, and you are someone who is standing toe to toe, and you're not backing down. Yeah, because look at you here. Page of Wands, the stoat. This is very, very Peter Pan-like. And actually, let me read from the book, because I want to read what the book has to say about Peter Pan. I've already got the energy that I got off it. But let's see what the book has to say, to see if it comes up with anything else. Peter Pan lives in Neverland with his little fairy Tinkerbell and the Lost Boys. His fiercest enemy is Captain Hook. So there is an enemy here with that 5 of Wands. We've got Captain Hook around them. From time to time, he flies to London to pick up his dear friend Wendy and her brothers. Some fairy dust, a few happy thoughts, and they all can fly and get to live extraordinary adventures in Neverland. We have so much fun in here, far away from the adult world. That's why I will never grow up. This I swear. So it is about the inner child calling to you, wanting to have some fun, forgetting about the grey and boring world of grown-ups, just for a little while. Yeah, it's rediscovering that child within. Letting go of responsibilities, reconnecting to that youthful joy, remembering happy thoughts, making those thoughts fly, believing you can fly. So what are your happy thoughts here, Leo? And what is your inner child begging you to do right now? 9 of Swords. Yeah, well, you know, if it's something that you really feel is right for you, then I get that nothing will stop you. There's an energy here of dedication. You need to conquer some fears here, work through some fears if you are to do this. But the energy is gaining momentum. It's like something that is gnawing away at you, that perhaps you've tried to sleep on, you've tried to resist, you've tried to put to one side, but it feels like the energy it's gaining momentum for a reason. It's coming to a boiling point where something needs to be decided, something needs to be taken care of here, Leo. Now, yeah, here's the Tower. In this deck it's called the Blasted Oak. This is the Tower. Yeah, well, it's not surprising that the Tower is going to happen, because that momentum is gaining to a point where the pressure needs to be released. Let's release the tension. You know, I'm getting that new Kylie Minogue song, Tension. Let's release the tension, something like that. Now that's talking about sexual tension. Now for some of you, of course, it could be that, but for the majority of you, I feel that the tension here is more about something that's within yourself, and it's something that's been building up over time, and then it all comes out in a giant, like it's an epiphany, an understanding. And then it creates a whole lot of conflict with people around you that want to gain power. I get it's like a control issue, power games here, wanting to control this, wanting to control you. We've got the Page of Pentacles here, the Lynx. It's a very quiet, stealthy energy. Well, I don't feel that this is something that can be ignored or avoided anymore. I feel that that's past energy. It's something that you've kept to yourself, something that you haven't said, something that you haven't done anything towards, kept it quiet. And we've got the Three of Swords, jealousy. Well, yeah. I see that with the 5 of Wands, these people around you, there's going to be conflict, and it's because of jealousy. They're jealous because you are someone who can do this. For some of you, you don't have children of your own, and so you're in a position where you have enough money, enough funds where you can go and do something exciting, maybe take an extended break from work and go on an adventure and take a break from real life for a while, you know. Explore that inner child that wants to come out, and that of course is going to bring about jealousy from people who are not in a position to do that, possibly because they've chosen a different way of life, a different way of being, possibly wanting to have children. Leo, you may be putting that off for a little while, maybe forever, you know. Again, it's a personal choice. Now we've got the green man here. This is prosperity, so it seems like you're in a very good position here, Leo, where you have the ability to go and do this. Now the green man, of course, is in this deck, it's the emperor in traditional decks. So it's organisation, it's someone who has a level head on their shoulders, it's someone who is grown up. It's the grown up. We've got the grown up here, we've got the child. So this could be, of course, someone who is a father or a parental figure, someone who's quite prosperous. And we've got the King of Wands here. Okay. Alright, so this conflict, I feel, is with either one person or two people here. It's like a pit of vipers. Oh dear. So it's like you're coming up against a very strong power here, Leo, and it is this pit of vipers around you. Ooh. Putting obstacles in your path. But you have the ability to go around these vipers. I think you can ignore the snakes are only there in your imagination. These fears, it's in your imagination. Probably placed there by these vipers. But you have the ability to conquer any negative thoughts, any doubts, any doubters, and you can do this. You can do this. You can do it, and you're going to do it. I feel that the energy is there for it to happen. I think the majority of you Leos are going to take the. You have to. I feel like there's an energy here. You have to make this choice. You cannot sit on it anymore. You have to do, and okay, yeah, it's going to cause conflict. Yes, it's going to cause jealousy, but I think that rather than worry about what people are going to say or do, how they're going to react, I think the bigger worry for you is being controlled by other people, because I see you wanting to free yourself from something that is not fulfilling you and wanting to go in this other direction, for however long. I'm not saying it's forever, but it feels like you're not ready. You're not ready for all of this responsibility, you're not ready for what people are putting on you, and you just want to do something that is carefree, but you've got enemies approaching, and I want to get some information. So let's see, what is causing this Nine of Swords for Leo, please? Okay. There's an energy around you of being fully present, living in the now, being very aware of what you want, and accepting yourself, accepting your own needs and desires as your priority. And this is what is causing this conflict with people around you, because they want you to do something for them. They want you to bend for them. Let's get them this Five of Wands energy. Okay. Okay. All right. It's interesting because I'm getting an energy around them of it feels a bit two-faced actually, because I get on one hand they're listening. They may even be showing compassion, or what appears to be compassion. But behind that is jealousy. Okay. It's an opportunity that you have, Leo. It's an opportunity that you have that I think that you're saying. I feel that after a long period of thinking about this, you're coming out, you're making the decision, you're making the choice. People are hearing about it, and I feel that there's at least one or two people here who are listening with this compassionate kind of energy. But what's lurking beneath that is jealousy that you're doing this. So be careful of friends, false friends, who seemingly are listening to you, but ultimately I feel are looking on with very jealous eyes. Leo, oh dear. Yes. Let's see, what is some advice here for Leo, please, Spirit, when dealing with these people? Are you consistently showing up? Well, maybe that's what they want to know. Maybe they're thinking to themselves, you know what, Leo, they say that, but they're not going to be able to pull this off, or they're not going to actually do it or go through with it. A lot of us trade our dreams for comfort, Leo. But comfort, of course, is the enemy of growth and progress. True success in life requires us to show up every single day, be present, even if we don't feel like it, and even when it feels uncomfortable. Change is uncomfortable. It takes guts and an endless vision to stay consistent to your dream. Yeah. So if you want something here, Leo, you're being asked to consistently show up for it. Because this compassion may be people who have listened to you in the past, and then you've complained about it but actually haven't done anything about it. And so that compassion kind of runs out after a while, because people want to see actually you doing something about it. So that could be some of the conflict here. You know, they're saying, okay, that's fine, but we've heard this story before. Are you actually going to do it this time? Seems like you are with this tower energy. I feel compelled to get another advice here for Leo, please, Spirit. If you had a magic wand and could have anything you desired in life, what would you choose? Yeah, King of Wands energy, burning with desire, power in your desires. Let them be your fuel today. Your desires are your soul's wings, and it's time to take flight. What makes you happy? Do that, you know? Goodness, life is short. Make the change. If you don't like the way that your life is at the moment, do something about it. Make the change. You have the power to do it. You have the ability. Now this green man energy that surrounds you, this is someone who is responsible. This is maturity. This is someone who is organized and in control of their life. So you can be, there's nothing wrong with embracing your inner child. The only time that becomes a problem is when we do things in a childish manner rather than a childlike manner. When we're the pirate, when we're somebody who doesn't take responsibility, who steals, who feels like it's okay to take from others, who runs around with a wild abandon. It's wildness, but untamed wildness, and bordering on, somebody who does the wrong thing in life and could potentially go down a toxic road and get burned by it. There's an energy here of controlling that energy, be Peter Pan, be that beautiful childlike energy, but be responsible. Take accountability. The pirates don't take accountability for their lives, but you're being urged to take accountability. There's nothing wrong with living a life of freedom, adventure, being single and free. All of that is beautiful. But you also have to be the grown-up as well. You're not a child. The reality is you're not a child. You do have responsibilities in life, whatever those may be. And the Spirit is saying that you can be both of these energies. You can be someone who my spirit guide is saying this. All of the reasons, all of the excuses that you give yourself for not taking responsibility of your own life, it's time to confront them and time to face them at that tower. And take a good look at any change that you need to make in your mindset first. And once you get to that point where you are fully aware of what needs to change in your life, then make the change and be consistent with it. Because the time is coming when you're going to have to. There's a confrontational energy around you. So rather than wait for that to happen, where you have to confront this, Spirit is saying, why not do it now? Why not start that now, so that you're more prepared and feel ready when the time comes? So that you're in a better position, organized for this change. Some of you are planning a journey. And you think, well, I'm just going to do it spontaneously. No, Spirit is saying, yeah, okay, take the journey, but let's do some planning first. That's the mature, responsible way to do it, not just running off and running away and joining the circus. It's not feasible. You have to plan for this first, but don't use that planning as an excuse, Leo, and get stuck in the planning stage. No. Consistently work on the plan so that you follow through with it. Because it's either you do this or something happens here that forces you to do what you're going to do anyway, but when you're unprepared. So prepare for it now. It's like getting prepared for a storm. We just had Hurricane Idalia come through a few weeks ago in Florida. So, get prepared for the storm beforehand. You'll feel much better about it. If you're prepared, it doesn't take you by surprise. Prepare for movement, prepare for change. It's something that you want. But people around you, this conflict, I feel it's just because they feel like you've said this before, but they need to see consistent action. Okay? That's what I'm sensing here. Leo, okay, let's get another couple of cards from this deck here. If you'd like a personal reading, you can email me, gypsyinsights@gmail.com, or you can go to my Etsy store. The link is down below in the descriptions box. Please do take a moment to press that thumbs up button. Share me on your social media, or if you're a newcomer, I would love to have you subscribe. Triangle and house, okay. Choices, indecision about a move, relocation. Some of you are deciding to move out. Yeah, it's going to happen. I feel like this move is going to have to happen. So rather than prepare for the moment as it happens, start planning for it now so that you're ready to make this move. That's what I'm sensing here now, this triangle. I feel it's just about choice. Making a decision. Some of you live with a person and you're deciding to be single. This other person may also, I feel, be deciding to be single as well. So rather than be the one that gets left, get an energy here of leaving first. Something like that. It feels a bit like accepting the need for change in your life and knowing when it's time to move on. For some of you, it was in a relationship that you were in a relationship with Peter Pan, who wasn't consistently showing up. Someone who wanted to be free, someone who didn't want to ever commit. For some of you. And for some of you, you are that person. Take it as it resonates. I'm going to leave it there and wish you all the very best, Leo. If you'd like a personal reading, you can email me, gypsyinsights@gmail.com. Thank you so much for watching. Please take care and bye for now.